Hey, good morning. My name is Spring, and this is my morning message. Hope you are having a great day so far, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. Today is my number 2 in the 10-part series of How Do I Transform My Life. As mentioned in video 1, I am a certified transformational life coach. So this is what I do. My focus, my niche, if you will, is helping women who are usually between the ages of, say 40 up until the early 60s. Most of the time is through divorce or some sort of a life change. The kids have flown the coop, if you will, or people who have they're like having an identity crisis. The career's not there anymore for them, or they're just bored with their life. And so these are like broken into 10 sections. This is number 2. If you're interested, go back to number 1, and then we'll go through. But today's question is, how can I be a better role model for my family, my team, and my community? And I think this is a question that we should ask more of ourselves. Maybe not so much on a daily, but maybe on a weekly or monthly. Just how can I be a better role model? Because even though you aren't aware, there are people who are watching you. And there are people who are looking up to you for inspiration, motivation, and I think that if we kind of keep that in our mind somewhere, that even though, we may not be aware of it, there are people who are watching us, and we can be the best role model that we can for them. So the first thing that I came up with was to live with integrity. This is a huge thing with me, and granted, I am not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I will never claim to be. I do make my mistakes. I try to own up to them, which is part of living with integrity. I try to take accountability for when I screw up, and when I do both good and bad choices, and I try to do what I say I'm going to do. I try to be honest. I try to be a good person. I try to take ownership of my leadership with my team, with myself, and when I say leadership, I mean in my team, I'm also incorporating my family into that. And I think part of that too is being vulnerable. Now, Brene Brown had put out a TED Talk a few years ago anyway, about being vulnerable. And in that she said, you don't have to go out there and like just spill your dirty laundry all over the place. That's not truthfully being vulnerable. It's daring greatly, I guess is her book is, if you look at it that way. It's letting people know that you're human, okay, that you struggle too. And showing people that you do struggle and that you don't live this perfect life all the time. You have challenges, you have sadness, you have anger. You're human, you have emotions. And it's being able to show that, but to show that in a good way, I guess, is a good way to put that, with emotional intelligence. But it's also, if you're going to complain about things, so keep this in mind too. If you're going to complain, and this has always been something with me, if you're going to come to me with a complaint, come to me with a potential solution, please. And I know a lot of leaders will say that. If you're going to come and complain, at least have some idea of what you think might fix it. And you may not have all the answers, but, can we try this? Can we try that? Maybe something with this, maybe something with that, instead of just complaining about things. And this goes with, even how society is. People, they complain about things, about how things are out in the real world, and all they're doing is complaining, but they're not taking any action to do anything to make anything better. And so that's something else that I came up with. If you're going to complain, come up with some sort of an action or a solution to improve or get people together to join you to do something as well. I also think that if you are lifting people up, big thing with me, notice what people are doing, the good things. Point it out, let them know, give that recognition. However they like to see it, because not everybody likes public recognition. My dog wants me to take him out, sorry. Not everybody enjoys public recognition. Some people like it privately, but however that they talk with them about it. You know, do you mind if I tag you in this post? Do you mind if I award this to you publicly? Those kind of things. Okay, and do it however they want. Maybe they don't want a gift. Maybe they just want you to let them know that you see them, and so follow that with them as well. I think that if you are attentive to how what you do and what you say impacts others, and this is something that I'm growing through right now, so it's kind of interesting, but I think it is important to know. If you wonder why my hand's moving, it's because I'm petting my dog because he keeps barking until I take him outside. But know how what you're doing is impacting others. Try to put yourself in their shoes. How are they going to receive things? So how is this transforming your life? Because this is your own growth. That's what's happening here. You're changing who you are. You're being more aware of who you are, and that's part of what this is. I think that whatever it is that you desire from other people, you need to demand from yourself. So if you desire honesty, loyalty, trust, attention, you have to demand those things from yourself and give those to other people. I think you'll see a world of difference if you start doing that. If you say, you know, this is what I expect from everybody else, therefore I'm going to give this to you. You'll see some great things coming from that as well. And then ask yourself, how would a great human deal with this? So any kind of, whether it's positives or negatives, ask yourself, I usually ask myself, how would my best self handle something like this? The best version of myself, how would she handle this? And I think it's important for us to be able to do that, to start by ourselves before we take a grand action, and just take a step back, take a beat, and just say, okay, so how would the best version of myself handle this? Or how would a great human being deal with something like this? And then finally, last point, educate yourself, study. A lot of people have moved away from learning about ethics and philosophy and humanities. They've taken it out of a lot of schools, unfortunately, and we no longer are trying to relate to each other as we used to. And so get back into those things. Get back into the humanities and the ethics and the philosophy, and just put yourself into there and grow that way. Okay, so that's my message for today. Again, today is day 2. I'm not perfect. I told you that. You just gotta accept this. I'm gonna screw up. Today is day 2, and that's it. So morning message done. I hope this has helped yourself. I'm always here to listen to you. If you have complaints about how I'm tripping on my tongue, you know, when it's this early in the morning, things are gonna happen. And I don't drink coffee, so this is me off coffee. Imagine, me off coffee. I don't drink coffee. But anyway, share it with people who you think may benefit from it. Until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of others. I love you. Bye, guys. Bye.